paina matene virkit lia mitri kasaragvat amgimi kim nietelge menin mevin teng mi sitlen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary persons, to this new Inflorenza RPG actual play. Today I am with Marc from the Aventureux Podcast. Hello, Marc. And with Sélène from the Ludologies Podcast.
Hi.
Nice to be with you and to this kind audience. Today we are playing Below 40, which is a theater written by Orlov. I will try to explain in a few words. Just 1 minute. Okay. So the scene takes place in Finland, just in the border between Finland and Russia, in the below 40 zone near the city of Murmansk, and it takes place in the Arctic Circle. And this is a kind of hallucinated place, which is the siege of war between the Sami people, which are the local natives, the Slovak army, just what it remains of it. And you also have tribes of people from the east, like the Sibiyaki people, led by the Ataman Lama horde, and you also have part of the Sibiyaki, which are the Chukchi people. They come from the extreme east of Siberia. They also are called the Lord of Bering because they used to live just in front of Bering, Detroit. And you also have the walkers, which are peoples that go away from the forest of Milesvale. And so they passed through the wall of shame, and they arrived in the below 40 zone. And so they thought that they will escape the forest hell, but they just end in another hell, Nicey hell. And you also have to know that the American and Chinese armies are both sailing in the Arctic Sea, fishing fishes and sea mammals, and also making kind of military experiments and spying in the territories of below 40. I think that's all for just the introduction of the setting. And I play a person called Ligora Vetrat. I am the spirit guide of the Chukchi diaspora. The Chukchi diaspora. Okay, it's hard to pronunciate. Thank you for your leniency. And so the Chukchi diaspora came far from the east in order to find the entrance of the Hollow Earth, which is the land of the dead and the spirits. And I am supposed to be the key of the Hollow Earth. This is what my adoptive mother says. My adoptive mother is on Qualit. She is the chief of the Chukchi order. And they said to me that my actual parents are dead. I just forgot what happens. I am transported in a chariot, which is how would you say tiré? Which is pulled by a dozen of husky dogs. I have a very big coat, so I seem bigger than I actually am, and I am something like 10 or 12 years old. I just don't know. And I have a Down syndrome. So you can find I'm kind of simple of mind. But I am just my body is just soft, and it's okay. I am not very agile, but I am not so stupid that some people can think. But actually, I am just a child. So I am pretty embarrassed by the fact that people are people consider me as a god, as a living god, as a spirit guide for the Chukchi people. And this is quite a difficult task to me. This is very heavy on my shoulders. And I don't know what to do with that. It's okay that sometimes I have some shamanic visions, but I don't know if it justifies all the worshipping around me. And so sometimes I am just a very young child full of fear. And sometimes I have some illuminations and I speak like a very wise adult. Okay, I have to create my goal sentence. When she's page 4. She's winter. Okay. I want to be useful to the survival of my people during the winter march. But I don't know what to do exactly. Yes, I want to be useful for the survivance of my people during the winter march. Okay, I think that how hard is working in the Tundra towards Murmansk. The time this is the winter. It is very cold. It is below 40 Celsius degrees. So the wind is cutting. You know. You listen to you hear to the animal skins just clacking in the wind, and all the people they walk curved in front of the wind. We have some bark glasses protecting our eyes. And this is a very strange horde, so small in the wind across the tundra. The sky is just like a huge and limitless, cold and cruel universe. Does somebody wants to play on Qualit, the chief of the horde? So sometimes he talks to Ligola Vetlat. Okay, so Céline, you can play on Qualit for a while.
Sorry.
So Céline, you are okay to play on Qualit just for and just to talk to my character for a while.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not really. Can you precise?
Okay, nice. Suppose that you go in my chariot just in order to check if I am okay, because I am very important to your plans. I am the key.
I remember that.
Okay, and I ask you on Qualit. I don't remember my parents. Could you talk about them?
I smile to you with kind of tender, and you can see in my face that I love you very, very much. You know, my dear one, I am your mother now.
Okay, so you refuse to talk about them.
Yeah.
Nice. I think I can end my turn. I just write end it without a conflict. And I watch. I write a sentence. Summer. Okay, I have a flashback of a summer, and I see myself in a canoe, a canoe at sea, and the vision is not precise. Maybe there is someone else in the canoe, but I don't see them for the moment. I think it is quite important, but I wake up. So I had a vision of a canoe in the summer, in the sea. But it was warm, and I felt some kind of tenderness that appeased my fear just a while. Okay, that's okay for my turn. Who wants to take the second turn?
I could. What do you think about that?
That's okay.
Why not?
Why not? Okay. Nope. So I am Inga. I am tribeswoman, kind of a survivor, a huntress, and I live in this land. I'm part of a nomad tribe, a Siberian tribe that is led by an old witch woman that is called by the tribe Baba Yaga. And my role is in the tribe is that I'm kind of a warrior and a huntress that provide food to the rest of the community. I often walk and hunt alone in the woods and in the tundra with my sibling. That's not a human sibling. That's a wolf sister, and we are really in a strong relationship. We live together every day, every time of the day, and we are really counting on each other in a daily basis. She is called Anya. And another thing that I could say is that I'm mostly human, but I'm a great part of cyborg. I have an arm and a leg that are mechanized, at least. That doesn't seem to be a handicap in the tundra, but we will see later what will be the consequences. I am wandering in the tundra, most in the Finnish part of this land, with my sister, and we are hunting to take some, the community must eat, and since it's a nomad one in pretty cold places, we need to hunt. And we are walking in circles to hunt prey and to protect the clan. Should I say what is my sentence now?
If you want.
Yeah, I rolled clan. So I want to protect the clan.
Okay.
To protect my clan. I forgot to say that I'm 30 or 35 years old, with really pale skin and blonde hair. And really, it seems that something really wild is inside of me. That's kind of a paradox because of my cyborg features, but it doesn't seem really neat or it's kind of dirty and rust everywhere. So we are walking in the tundra and hunting, and do you want to? Can some of you play the environment?
Okay. Marc, do you want to?
The environment?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Why not?
So you're hunting?
Yeah,
Inga?
we are hunting, and we are
With your
really
wolf?
used to it, actually. And we are in a tundra, a really wide one.
Okay. It's pretty cold right now, but there's no big wind. It's a sunny day.
Mm.
There's no animal inside.
Well, we are looking for, steps or signs that could have some living animals anywhere to bring them to the community. And we are desperate because it seems that there are less and less beings on there.
Well, because you're a hunter, you're quite used to find animal tracks, and you begin to notice that there are some deer tracks. It's probably maybe 20 deers traveling together, but you don't see them, but you see the tracks.
Nice.
And they are fresh.
So we are following the tracks, being really cautious about all of that, because we know that animals in this area can become wild, and even prey can become predators. So we are following them step by step to see that if we can ambush a small part of the group.
You begin to see the deers at a distance, but you see that you're not the only one who saw the deers, actually. There are a wolf pack that seem to be approaching the deers as well.
Okay, so I'm looking at my sister in the eyes, and I begin to hug her and to mumble in her ears to speak with her, and she understands what I'm saying, and she communicates with me too with some sort of wolfy mumbles. And then she goes away to join her mates, to join the member of her species. So yeah, she will be our diplomat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you want to make a conflict of that, or do you want to end your turn without a conflict?
I think we could have a conflict in this.
Okay.
Not about the success of the enterprise of my sister, but about the information that she could understand from that. If I succeed, maybe the informations could be positive ones about all of that could happen in there, and it could be an agreement with the wolves to bring some food to the community. And maybe if we don't succeed, we could heard about some human tribe or human community with weapons and uniforms that could be directing, that could be marching through this place.
Okay. So if you lose, it's quite you learn bad news.
You will learn bad news about the land and about the community,
Mm-mm.
about my tribe that will be soon attacked.
Okay, nice. Okay, so you have one dice because you want to protect your clan, and
Yeah.
so you want to feed him and gather informations. Um, I help you through the egregore
Hmm?
because I am a god. Maybe
Yeah.
we are quite remote, but I feel through the thread of the destinies that we have kind of our fates are
All
linked.
linked. Yeah.
Voilà. So I have to help you.
Okay.
Just one dice for me, so you can roll.
I made 7.
Okay, suffering. I made a 9. Suffering 2.
Okay.
Mark, you can stay neutral as you don't have any character from the moment, or you can create your character from scratch just in order to help us as you want.
No, I'll stay neutral for now.
Okay,
Okay.
nice. So
That's of suffering, so that's negative.
that's negative. So I think that means I talk under your control, but I think that the wolves refuse to share their praise with you, and
I,
they,
I think actually the wolves are saying Anya,
hmm,
that we have really urgent matters that as humans we can't lose time uh, to to hunt, and that we can prepare ourselves because other humans and really bad ones are coming through this land. So uh, it's not really that they refuse, if that's they're saying us that we must go, and we agree with that. So when I learned that from Anya, uh, obviously I begin to go back to my
hmm,
community to warn
okay,
everybody about what's coming.
nice. Okay, for my part, I had a permafrost suffering to write. So I wrote, I had a vision of Anqualit killed by the Sovok in the permafrost. So this is a very blurred vision, but in this vision, the Sovoks catch Anqualit and they say, we don't have to we don't want to waste a bullet for you, and so they bury her in the permafrost, and I I see the pressure of the frost bury the body of my adoptive mother.
So in my turn, I rolled a 7 again, so that's hunt, and that's pretty convenient because I made a really bad hunt. Uh, um, so that will be my sentence. I had really um, insufficient hunts. That's okay.
Okay. So Mark, it is your turn.
Yes, so I have to to create my character and to present her. Her name is Susanna Lekonen. She is a Sami farmer, which is the natives in whatever is Finland in this world.
Mhm.
She was a farmer in a village that got invaded by the Slovak army.
Mhm.
She fled her village. Um, she had a family. She didn't have any news from her husband. She doesn't even know if he is alive. She now has a son and a daughter with her. She finally she found the Shushki tribe
Okay.
with
Chukchi.
whom the Chukchi, okay, with whom she decided to travel because she has nowhere else to go. She's
Okay.
searching for a new place to live right now,
Mm.
and maybe one of you would like to play one of my children.
Okay, nice. Um, I can play when you're on your children. Which is his name?
Uh, uh, the boy's name is Jere.
Got it. Okay. So okay. What kind of activities do we have in the Shukshi tribe?
Um, Activities, you mean what the children are doing?
What the children and what are you doing in the tribe? Did they give you a wall? Some kind of work?
Um, I'm probably a gatherer and a cook. I'm
Okay.
That's what I was doing in my house, in my home,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
anyway. So
Okay.
yeah.
So we are in the campment, and I play with so you're in your Yaranga, so it is a kind of hut, very easy to construct and
To set up.
to set up. Yeah, this is a nomad hut. Um, and you see that I scratch the soil. This is one of my favorite occupation. Uh, I sing I sing a yoik, which is a Sami romance, a Sami song, and when scratching the soil, I find I find some ash from a former campment, and you know that this is a Nilsia for the Shukshi tribe. So if you use the same if you use a place where somebody else has already made a campment, this is a Nilsia. This is a mustn't, a taboo, and it could be kind of serious. As a child, I don't know that it is an Ilsia. How do you react?
Well, I run up to you. I run up to you, and I tell you, yeah, don't do that. You must not do this. You will bring misfortune on yourself if you do this. You can't dig up like this. You mustn't do that.
Mm. What do you? But I was just playing. What do you think that will happen?
Uh, it might be the spirits who come and take you. It might be the Slovak army. You don't know what kind of misfortune awaits for you, my son.
Okay.
I don't want to lose you.
Do you want do do you want to go further in this turn, to make a conflict or to end without a conflict?
Mm, yeah, I could go for a conflict there.
Okay. And I think, what is the subject of the conflict? Do you feel to be to the Nilsia to be discovered, or just do
Indeed, yes. I don't want it to be discovered because it's mostly for the tribe. It's not for the Sami people.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you feel to be discovered, or you feel that a real misfortune occurs because of an Nilsia?
I actually fear both.
Oh, okay. What happens if you win the conflict?
I replace the dirt, the ashes, so
Nobody knows.
nobody notices what that they were displaced or dug up. If I lose, well, they find out, and I'm gonna be sent in front of the tribe's jury to decide what they will do with me and
Nice,
my family.
nice.
So it's one dice.
Yeah, because you just have one sentence. I don't know if I have to.
It's an 8, so it's
I can help you. It's an no, I don't help you because I like the idea of I like the idea of the tribe jury, so I don't help you.
okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
So it means that you fail to hide the ash to the Chukchi people,
Mm.
and so you have a suffering sentence, right? Because you will be you will be guided to the tribe jury.
I try to remember what kind of sentence I can write. Is it
This is a suffering sentence. So this is a suffering that occurs to you related to the conflict. And you can roll a theme dice if you want.
Okay, why not? Let's go. And it's a 12. Of course, it's a 12. It's a Nilzia. I fear that I will be cast out of the, and I will find myself alone.
Okay. Okay. Can you remember me what was your goal sentence?
My goal sentence was to hide the fact that the ashes were displaced.
Okay. So you just wrote that your first sentence it was something like I want to hide the ash. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cast out and be alone again. I think we have a problem. Just because we forgot a rule that normally the three goal sentences are kind of related to each other. So I mean that Céline's goal sentence had to be connected to one of my sentence, and Susanna's goal sentence had to relate it to a sentence from Inga's character sheet, or
Maybe
when.
maybe we can patch this. We can fix this. In creating a second sentence.
Yeah, I think I think it would be nice. So please, Inga, could you write a new sentence related to one of my sentence or one of Susanna's sentence?
Well,
And same thing for Susanna.
I have an idea, but I thought I could introduce it later.
Okay, Susanna, could you write a third sentence which makes a link?
Maybe you could begin because you began your first scene.
Yeah. You talk about me?
Yeah.
Normally, I don't have to because I create the first character.
Oh, okay.
It needs to begin by "I want," isn't it?
No, that's no. You're not obliged, but you have to make a link between Inga's sentence or legal chat sentence. Or maybe you can put the verb to want, because your first sentence, I want to hide the ash. I think it's not relevant anymore. So
okay.
I have a link, but I like to save it for later.
On my part, could it be I want to join the Chukchi tribe?
Yes, fine.
Okay.
But I promise you, I have a link.
Okay, so Céline, you can tell us what is your first sentence as soon as you want. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the end of your turn, Susanna?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So you are in front. This is my turn, and I am the president of the tribe's jury because I am a god. And so I think Unquality is part of a jury, and some other ancient ones from the tribe. I don't know what is the age of Unquality. She can be young or old. Céline, are you okay to play on Qualit once again?
That's okay.
Okay. Maybe on Qualit is leading the trial. Ligol avait lat. I am not. I just talk as few as possible. Okay.
So that's common affairs. Some disputes between tribesmen and clansmen. So your role in this situation is to make sure that people are focused on a common goal, that they are all spiritually linked, and your mother is focusing on more mundane parts. And at the moment, there is a farmer that is speaking directly to you and is awaiting for your answer on a specific question. He's saying you, since I am devoted to you, since I spent all of my life in the 10 last years, I can't be fooled of my land. You must help me.
So the farmer lost.
It seems that in the disputes, your mother isn't giving him the right role, and that she is depriving him of something. He's not winning the trial, and is complaining about that to you.
Okay. Okay, but it's just a problem with my English. I am hard to sometimes I have difficulties to understand. But the farmer is complaining because on Qualit she treats him wrong. That's right.
There's the trial, and there is another person, and that is disputing some piece of land with this other farmer. And the farmer is upset about the decision that your mother made, that Uncle It's made, and he's referring to you that is not used. He is not allowed to do actually, but he's doing it.
Okay. I feel I'm in panic because I really hate the tribe jury. I really hate judging my people, and it's very difficult to me to to seal the fate, to save the fate of my people. I don't know what is right, what is wrong, what is wrong, and I am lost for words. I don't know what to do to both please the farmer and please
The
my
farmer
mother.
is actually kneeling in front of you and crying and is begging you to do something and to save him.
Okay, and this are you okay, Mark and Céline? So I can make a kind of Deus ex machina. Okay.
Go
So
on.
I become my face becomes red, and I starting to say I start to say something to a farmer. I'm lost forward, and suddenly I just shout, "Iceberg storm!" And you all hear just a few minutes after my scream, you hear a big noises of permafrost cracking, of pressure, and you hear of something very big falling from the sky. It is just going to the campment of the Chukchi tribe at high speed. And I think that Susanna, maybe it is a chance for you, because I think you won't be judged today.
Indeed.
And so you just see huge icebergs and whales falling from the sky.
And whales.
Crushing, yes, and whales from the sea, and crushing at high speed along the tundra. And the storm is just rushing to the campment.
So, do you want a conflict?
Maybe. Maybe. I think that we won't save. We won't save everybody. We will try to save the more people we can. And if I win the conflict, I managed to save some anonymous people and to save people that I love, my mother.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if you lie, you can have the same thing.
Mm.
So if Susanna lies, you also can save your son. And but you can disagree, because maybe it's maybe I say a lot of things concerning your character. So you have the last words, and you can say no.
Lying to whom? And about what?
You have the last word about everything that concerns your character and the person related to your character. So the son of Susanna, for instance. So
Okay.
because when I say if I win the conflict, everybody can save a person that she loves. I think that I endanger your son saying that,
Okay.
because if I lose,
My son and daughter.
maybe we lose some people that we love.
Okay. Okay. I agree with that. Why
So,
not?
who do you want to save?
Between the two?
Yeah.
Oh boy, you asked me to to choose between my son and my daughter.
I think. Oh, I think you can save both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well.
You can save. If I win the conflict, each of us can save our loved ones.
Okay.
And other anonymous people, but not all the tribe.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want to help you on that role.
Okay. And if I lose, everybody engaged in the conflict loses one of his loved ones. Céline, do you think that you are in the nexus of the iceberg storm, or do you think that you are far from this storm?
Actually, I think I'm not so far away, but enough not to be involved. I think my tribes is maybe some miles away.
Okay, so your tribe is not endangered. Okay, nice.
But I think I will be involved in all of that. But no, I'm not sure. Okay. That's okay.
Okay, for the moment you're neutral. Okay, nice. So I just use my kind of psi powers to just to scream and shout to Anqualit, so she avoids iceberg falling onto her. Alors, what sentence? I had a vision of Anqualit killed by the Sovox. In a way, this is not her time. And I want to be useful for the survivance of my people. So, okay, Inga, do you want to roll some dice? Just so you know, I already have a power dice. So this is a winning.
I think that's okay.
Susanna, excuse me, Inga. Oui, Susanna. Do you want to roll a dice? You're not obliged because I already won the conflict.
Well, just for the heck of it, I'm gonna roll it anyway.
Okay.
So
I should have rolled before rolling.
7. So it doesn't matter. So you won.
Yeah. Okay, so finally, do you roll or not?
I did roll, and I rolled a 7. So
okay, so you have in the process you have a suffering sentence.
Yes.
Okay. 8 and 12. Inga, I give you a power sentence just because I want you to be more related to us. So you you witnessed the iceberg storm, and you have a power dice to write about it, a power sentence to write about it, if you agree.
About the storm?
Kind of related to the storm or the Chukchi tribe, something like that.
Well, I already traveled a lot to your tribe, and I'm not really a stranger. You many times ago, many years ago, I was really used to that place, and it was part of my my hunting area. And now that I am coming back to my own tribe to warn them about this huge army that is coming to us, I'm looking at the sky and about this huge tempest, and yeah, I can say that I'm pretty worrying about all of this. My power sentence could be that's a power sentence, so that's a powerful sentence.
Yes, this is kind of neutral or positive.
Yeah. Neutral or positive. I really know this area and all of the region. I consider myself as a child of this land,
Of the tundra.
of the tundra. I know I am a nomad and I'm from a nomadic tribe, but I am a child of this land. I am related to all of its inhabitants.
Okay. So you think kind of a soul link between your tribes and the Chukchi tribes and so on, and the Sami tribe and so on. Okay. Nice.
And on my part, I have to write a sentence about what happened. Let's say that even though I wasn't the one being judged when the tragedy happened, I was there and I saw Ligora Vetlat scream that there was an iceberg storm.
Yeah.
And
you think that it is a divine punishment for Venezia?
I think it's exactly that, and I think that Ligora Vetlat has godly powers.
Okay. And so what you think that Ligora Vetlat provoked this storm? Or just that he just have force in it?
He had a vision, and he warned the tribe about what happened. But yes, I do believe that it happened because of the Nitsidya.
Okay, nice.
I am now a believer in your tribe's religion.
Okay, nice. And so you write something like that, huh?
Yes.
By my side, I had Hollow Earth suffering sentence, and so I wrote Uncle it got hurt, and maybe she has a broken leg. She has a broken leg. She bloods a lot, and the medicine man they are quite embarrassed. They don't know what to do to save her, and she told me I need to be led to Hollow Earth. Only the Hollow Earth spirits can save me. So if you love your mother, accomplish your destiny and be the key to the Hollow Earth. Lead the tribe to Zapalyarny, the hole to the Hollow Earth. And I cry a lot. There are a lot of broken bodies. The wolf from the wolf tribe you met, Inga, they ate the bodies of whales and of dead people. There is a carrion smell on the broken part of Yarongas, and I saw the broken remnants of my tribe. I cry just like the child I am. And okay.
I can. I have a proposition.
Yeah.
Because now it's the new scent is mine. Is that it?
Sorry.
So should I continue with my scent?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah. If I understood well, your tribe is going to leave its land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We came from the extreme east of Siberia, from the Detroit of Bering, and so we traveled 1,000 kilometers. We traveled along all the Russia, and we are close to Murmansk and Zapalyarny now.
So when I'm coming back to my own tribe, Baba Yaga is giving me some kind of commands, because we saw this big tempest of yours, and we saw that you are really in danger, but there is also this army situation. So we need to react, and we need to react really quick. So Baba Yaga sent me to go reach your tribe to allow you to travel faster, because she knows that I'm the faster traveler and the better huntress of the tribe. So I am going to you to propose you our help and to ask you for your help to defend both of the tribes against the army. And I traveled with my sister, with Anya, to your position. And when I reach your tribe that is marching towards mine, and when you see me, you have a strange feeling, I think.
Okay, you find me playing with Yare, the son of Susanna. But when I see you, I suddenly have the stare of an adult, because I understand that something important is coming.
Yeah, you can see that I look at you with a weird glance. Not really sympathetic, not really. I'm really wild and really too serious to be really trust.
Okay. Okay, so we need to talk on qualities not in state to negotiate directly with you. So this is up to me.
And I ask without any caution, without any. I'm really rude asking that. Hey, I need someone to speak with. Who's commanding there?
It is me. I am the god of the tribe.
You are?
Yes, I am.
Well, there's an army that is coming to our position, actually.
I know.
You know that?
Yes, I saw that.
How did you saw that?
I am a god.
Well, if you are, you know that both of our tribes must unite to fight them. We can't let them divide us and kill us.
I think we can unite, but just if you accept to go towards the west to Zapalyarny, the ancient ruin of the Sovoks, where they dig to the center of the earth. When they dug to the center of the earth.
Why should I?
Because you have to. Because this is the way of a Chukchi tribe. We go towards Zapalyarny, and so we can unite, but we have to go to Zapalyarny. Just so you know, I think Zapalyarny, this is a Nilsia place maybe for some tribes.
But what about my tribe? They won't follow us.
You maybe you can convince them. My mother talked about a boreal empire that you are part of, and we have to open the gates, and join all the tribes of Arctic circles. We will join the Inuit tribes, and other tribes from Iceland and Greenland. Iceland and Greenland, all tribes united. But we have to go to the gate.
I will join you to that place, but first you must help me to convince my people, because I have no time to convince them before this army is getting on us.
Okay.
So please, make your people come with us.
Nice. So I tell the tribe to travel towards the Baba Yaga's encampment, and so you introduce myself to Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
I think on quality is also there, but
she's really diminished.
Yeah, maybe she has a delirium or something like that, and so she can't really participate to the negotiations.
Yeah.
And as you wait, you expect myself to say something very impressive to convince your tribe. I just stare Baba Yaga in the eyes, and I say nothing.
So I'm waiting because that's kind of a weird situation where I trust everybody at the same level.
You see my lunar face that is mute. You see me in my thick coat that make me seems bigger than I am, and I am. I just sit up and say nothing, just staring at Baba Yaga's eyes. But in fact, I just trying to convince her using telepathy. This is why I don't talk. I don't know if I don't. Do you think it is useful to make a conflict with that?
I'm not sure.
I know. Do you? I think our tribes get united, and do you think that it is a good time for a Sovok ambush?
If you want.
Okay, so our tribes are united. The alliance is maybe it is sealed in blood, something like that. And just at this moment, you hear the staccato of on the rifle, of the rifles and all the barrel guns of the Sovok. They attack our campment.
Okay. Maybe we should end this scene right now. I don't know what Marks think about that.
Yeah, you could make the Sovok attack during Susanna's turn.
Maybe.
What do you think about it, Mark?
I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay. So Inga, you have to write a sentence to conclude your turn.
Yeah. I don't really know about what about I should.
Could it be I work towards the unity of both tribes?
Maybe in this union, I know that my role is more of a general in this army. I know Baba Yaga consider myself. Yaga consider me as her as her general. Yeah.
General. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my sentence.
Okay. Nice. Can I just describe something? Maybe. I think if you agree, I think it could be cool if each of us could something just could say something about the Sovok. So everybody gives a piece of description about the Sovok army. For my part, I can say that they have a dreadnought of rusted metal and corroded stone, which has been taken from old Soviet monuments. And so you can see heads of Lenin and Stalin emerging from this bunch of metal of stone, and the dreadnoughts are bearing the red star of the Soviet Union.
Okay. I should say that they don't believe in nothing and that they are just death bringers.
Okay.
And for us, that's really important because we are really spiritual people.
Okay. So
and I will add that the soldiers of the Slovak army are they like to party and to drink a lot, and they are very loud when they do.
Nice. Maybe if you can, just in order to explain the situation, maybe this ambush wasn't planned by the Soviet army. They are just drunk, and so they decided to kill native people just for fun. Something like that.
Okay.
It could explain that for the Soviet army, this is not a real attack. This is just part of a party.
Okay.
Well, I could add that they first wanted to investigate what the heck happened because there were whales and iceberg coming from the sky, and they found us. And yes, they were drunk, and they were like, "Hey, let's attack those natives tribes."
Okay, it's time to have some tests from the material. Okay, nice. Susanna, what do you do in this hell?
Well, what I was doing is that one of the whales that fell from the sky, it fell near the encampment of the Shursky tribe, and it's not something very common. It wasn't something very common from my village, but it's a delicacy that that was common in a Inuit village north from my hometown.
Okay.
It's they used to get the skin from the whales, and they call it muktut, and the muktut they eat it raw. So that's what I'm doing right now. I was harvesting muktuk from a fallen whale in order to present this as some kind of a gift for the tribe, and to make them
in order to befriend.
Yes, exactly. To hope getting some friends in the tribe. But then I discovered that there was Sovok soldiers, because I'm used to I know what they look like because they invaded my village. So now I come running at you, Ligora Vetlat.
Okay.
And I because I I do believe now that you are a god, and I come running at you, telling you that we will get invaded by some Slovak soldiers, and we must either you use your godly powers, or we must leave immediately in order to survive.
Okay. Okay. So I just repeat your words. I say, leave immediately. Go to Zapaljarniv. Fast.
Well, I help as much people as I can, and I tell my children to help the as much as they can as well.
I try to lead my husky chariot to flight off zone with my mother. What do you do, Inga?
I'm leading a task force, some private army, because the hunters and huntress of the both tribes must be federated to fight the enemy, to permit the other part, the non-fighter part of the population, to actually flee. So we are fighting on the ground. We are fighting the Slovak to let you escape.
Yeah. I can imagine something like that. The hunters from both the two tribes, when they kill a Slovak, they take his weapons and they use it against the other Slovaks.
Yeah, really, that's how it works. And the Slovak army is really confused about one thing, especially is that we have some animals, some beasts that are fighting with us, and that are really part of our kin.
Okay. Susanna, so this is your turn. So just we will just focus on your character now. What is the objective? Do you want to make a conflict?
Yes. What I would like to what I think happens is that my son wants to take arms and to fight the Slovak army with the other soldiers, but I want to convince him to flee with the rest of the normal population, and that would make a conflict, I think.
Okay, so if you, I think if you win, you just prevent him from joining the resistance.
I convince him, yes, to flee with me.
And if you lose, what happens?
I don't have the time. He's already armed, and he's. I find out too late that he's fighting with against Slovak soldiers.
Okay. I think I will wall against you. Because this is not. I don't do it this for fun. But I think that our tribes must be protected. and I love your son, but it could be useful taking weapons against the Sovok.
Actually, I will run against you too. I have 3 sentences that are against you. I want to protect my clan. I am a child of this land and related to all of its inhabitants. And Baba Yaga considered me as her general. So I will actively enroll your son.
Okay. Which sentence do you roll, Susanna?
It's I want to join the Trushi tribe. I guess that would be the one, actually, because if I lose my son, I might be tempted to leave the tribe. I don't think the other sentence applies, though. That I believe that you are a godly figure.
The fact that you fear to be cast out.
Yes, I think that will happen if my
it's kind of related, something like.
Yeah, well,
and be alone again. You fear to be alone. You fear to be, and
yes, I fear to be alone. So I only have one die, but it's only if my son dies. It doesn't mean he will die.
So 2 dice. 2 dice for you. I just roll 1 die. I don't want to be too much oppressive. Okay. So we can roll.
I will just roll 2 of them.
Okay. My dice for I want to be useful for the survivance of my people.
Well, I have an 8 and a 12, so I have a power dice.
I have a power dice too.
Power dice is 11 or 12?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, not 10.
You have 10 and
10 and 7.
10 and 7. Okay. So this is equality because there is 1 power dice in both teams. So we can make a compromise. So this is an in-between situation. And you just in order to test, now you can maybe you can try a feel-good compromise. So an in-between situation where everybody takes what he wants in reality. Just maybe something like.
I can have a proposal.
Okay.
Maybe your son is engaged in the army and you can't stop him from that, but seeing a child proposing himself in the army, I tell him to federate the civilians to go to flee, and he's a soldier, but his task is to protect the civilians.
Okay. Nice. This is a feel good in between situation. I like it. That's nice.
Okay. So he will be armed, but he will.
But he protects the civilians, so he's not in the front.
He's not involved in the battle.
Okay, I was going to propose something else, but this is great. Okay.
As you wish. That's only a proposal.
I agree with it.
Okay.
So, do I write a power sentence?
Yes, you have.
Which is my son is now leading the civilians.
And I think you also have a suffering sentence. Am I right?
Oh, because of the other guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
So two sentences to write.
Should I write sentences too?
Yeah. You have when poor sentence and when suffering sentence.
Okay.
No, you just have suffering sentence. I think.
Two suffering ones.
You made two sufferings dice.
Yeah.
Am I okay? Okay. You can. You just have one suffering sentence to write.
Okay. Okay.
And one poor sentence for me.
Suffering. Jeez.
Spring. Okay. We flee from the Slovak army, and now this is time for hope and spring. Just because after we flight, the weather has turned into spring. And so the permafrost has melted down just in a few hours, and a lot of flowers have invaded the tundra. And you can see the white fox. They are losing their white fur, and they become just as red as an autumn leaf. And you hear the songs of the bird.
My suffering sentence is that I rolled hunts, so I think my wolf sister was hurt during the battle, and she's bleeding.
Okay.
My suffering sentence is that I am afraid that the Savok are after my family.
And what is your power sentence?
My son is leading the civilians to safety.
Okay, you already said. Okay, so that's okay for your turn. Okay, we have 20 minutes left. It is my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to propose yourself a turn that is kind of elliptic and that will lead you to some conclusive situation for both of your characters.
I'm okay with that.
So just a very short scene. After the battle, Slovak, some Slovak have survived the attack, and they found my chariot, and they caught on Qualit my adoptive mother. And just in front of me, they said, she's not worth a bullet. And they buried her alive in the permafrost. And then just they just let the pressure of the permafrost crush my mother in front of me.
Mm.
And I was alone. I could do nothing. And this was the time that my soul was crushed. And just a few times later, we arrived at Zapaljani, in spite of the Nilsia status of this place. The Baba Yaga just kept a promise to lead our two tribes to this place.
Mm.
And we saw the very deep hole dug centuries and centuries ago by the Sovok and leading to the center of the earth. And I went on the big metal platform that is descending to the center of the hall.
Mm-hmm.
I would appreciate if your characters accepted to join me in the platform.
Yeah, I am. You can see that I'm following you without any hesitation.
Okay.
I'll suggest that it's you insisted that Yere, which with whom you've played and you get familiarized a lot, is following you, and Susanna is following him. Actually,
Okay. Nice. So the platform descends.
And there's my sister too.
Okay, your wounded sisters too.
Yeah.
The temperature gets warmer and warmer as we descend. At the end, we just see a dim circle of light coming from the outside, and all around this is dark. This is darkness, and the platform stops. You can. There is a sulfur stench. I take your hands. I say, "Follow me." And we walk in the deepness, in the darkness, and we come to a place that is a plain. There is a sky upon our heads, and we are just in front of a giant in Nukshuk. In Nukshuk is this is a statue made by a sacred statue of stone made by the Inuit people. So
Yes.
this is a proof that the Hollow Earth is a junction place between all the tribes of the Arctic Circle, and we are in front of this Inukshuk, and this is the gate. I am the key. I just touch the stone, and I have a vision of myself in a canoe, just in the sea, and on qualities on the canoe, she she rides. I don't know if she drives the canoe towards the sea, and my two parents are in the canoe. They are dead. They have flowers in their eyes, and I asked to Unqualit what happened. Do anybody wants to play Unqualit?
I can if you want.
I'm thinking about something.
Oh, well.
Should we say that one of your parents in the canoe?
If you have an idea, maybe you can say that. So only one of my parents is cold and dead in the canoe, and my mother or my father.
Your father.
Okay, my father is in the canoe. I don't know where is the other parent. Okay, and Unqualit, what happened? Tell me, please tell me.
You really want to know the truth?
I know that the truth hurts, but I think I can't be hurt more.
Your mother is my sister. And she loved your father very much. Sadly, we lost her body at sea.
And what happened to my father?
He couldn't bear to lose his wife, so he killed himself.
I just take your hand and I say, I love you, mommy. And in the sky there is a boreal aurora rising.
I take your face in my hands, and I look in your eyes with very warm embrace, and I tell you, you will always be my son to me.
Okay. I wrote my last sentence. All finished at Zapariarchy.
I have another vision to propose, a new one.
Just a minute. If it is a vision for my character, please consider that we have 10 minutes left, and maybe the other character needs conclusion scenes too.
Yeah, that will be fine.
Okay.
This vision finish first, and then there is a new flash and a new vision, and you see what you forgot and what was happening just some hours before that. You see that you're in the arms of some other woman that's your adoptive mother.
Okay.
And she's crying. You can't understand why she's crying, and actually she can't really hold you because she's crippled. She's missing a leg and an arm, and she's crying a lot, and she's abandoning you in a basket in some canoe. And when you have a last glance at her face, you recognize Inga.
Inga.
She's really younger.
Okay, nice. So, do you agree to have a short scene, maybe a kind of vision for each of your characters?
As you wish.
So, Inga. Do we need a vision for Inga? Because, in a way, you
we can
you
share
said
this
it.
one.
Yeah.
So that was my sentence from the very beginning. I'm your real mother.
Okay. The sentence you hide.
Yeah.
Nice. Inflorenza is not the kind of secret gaming, but you really played it right.
Yeah, you understand that I was forced to abandon you because I was crippled and not able at all to.
You had your reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you can turn to Susanna.
A conclusion for my character. Okay. I see my character maybe harvesting because it's or planting. Yeah, it's summer, so I guess farming for the community. And I hear what sounds like drunken Slovak soldiers, and I'm getting to sneaking on them. And because they are really drunk, they don't hear or see me coming, and I killed the Slovak soldiers and realized that one of them was my lost husband.
That's really harsh. And so this is a vision from the past?
No, it's actually something that happens.
Okay. Nice. After the Zapaljarki strip.
Yes.
Okay. So the Oblivion mocked you, or maybe it was a Nilsia or something like that. Maybe you shouldn't have stepped in Zapaljarki, which was a Nilsia place, and you were doomed for that.
Yes, and I thought that I was doing the right thing by getting vengeance on the Slovak soldiers, but I didn't realize that one of them was my husband.
Okay. Could you write a conclusive sentence?
That now I am filled with guilt
Okay.
towards what I've done. Would that be okay?
Yeah. Okay. We played less than 2 hours, but I think it's fine.
Okay.
Do you maybe do you have some last words to say about your?
That was nice.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, I'm a lot more satisfied with this game than the last one.
This is not time for debriefing. I just want to
Okay, I'm sorry.
But, it's okay. It's pleasant to hear, but I just want to know if you have some last words about your characters or about the story, just
Oh.
to conclude the actual play.
Well, I just see my character like getting finding my her son Yeri and not telling him what happened.
Okay.
Just,
A protective silence.
yes.
Nice. For my part, I would just add that Boreal Empire will never be on human cards, on human maps. It lies in our hearts.